Hey guys, and welcome back to the Blue Podcast Network. This is the Gold Show, and I believe
it's not.
What?
Yeah.
Is it?
Bro, I'm trying to steal my shit.
Is it?
I know we're both wearing yellow.
Bro.
I've had a very stressful couple of days.
Just did such a good intro.
Oh, mate, that's incredible.
This is the Purple Show. I believe this is episode 9, if my numbers are correct.
You sure you want to check that one too?
I might have to. We're back with another week's European action roundup with the dream team. I've got Jay, I've got Elk, I've got you, I've got Lloyd over there in the corner.
Wait.
Yeah.
Lloydie
God,
Poos.
no.
Well, Lloydie Poos.
I added the S onto it as well.
Wait, I have a question real quick before we start. How did it happen? I wasn't here when this Lloydie Poo thing.
It came into my
It
But-
literally just came up with it for no reason.
That is the strangest. Like, I don't know. It just feels like it's not right. It just doesn't feel right.
stuck now.
It feels like you're his partners, and then you're calling like, "Hey, Lodi Poo," like you know what I mean? Like it's weird.
Oh, the accent didn't help.
Has it been that long, Henry? Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like honestly, outright, it just sounds weird every time.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, of course.
I feel like
Anyway.
Lloyd is uncomfortable by it.
Just a
Anyway,
little bit.
let's stop with Lloyd bullying now.
He
And
just says, I think it's Lloydie Poo.
Yeah. That is so weird, bro.
anyway, that's enough bullying Lloyd. Let's
More bullying you. Than
Trying to distract it.
let's move on and talk about some European football. Anybody want to go first?
No.
Fun, right? Okay, and that's the end of the show, guys. I'll see you next week. For that, you can go
I'll
first.
go first. Now, there was a big game this week in the Premier Liga. Not for Sporting, but for Porto and Benfica. And we were saying, Benfica looked like they might be out. They might be out of that kind of challenge. But boy, was I wrong. They did well. They scored a few goals.
You're wearing the.
That's what I mean. I'm
The
wearing the
wearing the
Benfica shirt
Benfica
this
shirt.
week. It's because it fits quite nicely. I quite like the fit. It makes me look slimmer than I actually am.
It's a nice shirt.
Not by much, but you know.
It's a great shirt.
But yeah, Benfica won 4-1. I mean, I don't think anyone predicted that before the game. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. You did well, whatever. You know what? Great.
This is the same Benfica
But-
that whacked someone in the Champions League, I think. Right?
But we've got to talk about Angel Di Maria. 2 goals, man of the match performance.
Yeah, been incredible.
Very good.
Bro, he's still
Is the AC
balling,
on, by the
man.
way?
It is, yeah.
Is the AC off? Can we get the AC off? Can we get the AC off?
Maria has a shout for being one of the most underrated players of like this generation, because obviously he is world class, and obviously everyone knows he's good.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone knows how good he is.
I mean, he's pivotal for Argentina in that World Cup.
Yeah, he was
pivotal.
really
If not
fucking
more,
key.
If not more than
Yeah.
Messi, in that final, he was incredible.
He always steps up in big games.
Yeah.
No, but obviously he was before.
Yeah, flopped at United.
And played for Dortmund.
Probably not his fault.
Yeah.
It's the environment at United was really toxic at that time, and I just don't think we used him in the right way, and he
I
just
agree, I
didn't.
think
He also
it
got
was-
robbed,
I think it was
which we can't really account. We couldn't really have planned for that.
I don't think it
but
was his fault. I think it was just like the environment.
exactly,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
wasn't
saying. Yeah,
He was
it's
in a
definitely what
position-
his fault.
transition at United.
I mean,
he had good
He's
moments.
he's
in it.
been a little bitch about Manchester United since, but I have no hate for him other than just don't be a bitch about us.
Yeah.
I think he's settled into Benfica really well, though. Like, he's done incredibly well so far.
Yeah.
And
Well,
shows,
he
I
started
guess.
his career there, no?
Yeah.
So I don't think the settling in was never going to be an issue for him, I think.
Yeah, obviously Bruno Lage now has he's won every game since he took over.
Yeah.
So
Why did he get sacked again? He was at Wolves, wasn't
Yeah.
yes, but
he? Why did he get sacked
He
again?
won.
Because they
Doing
weren't doing
well.
well.
Because he's a
Yeah.
good manager.
yeah, but
He's also got a better beat.
it's
better
like that
benefit
clip that we
team.
had out this week about is the Serie A worse than the Premier League, and that's why
He
it's
fell
got
out with the
tournament.
owners apparently.
Fell out with the owners.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well,
it's poor from Wolves.
but yeah, obviously he's come to Benfica and he's clearly something's clicking.
Yeah.
Because they weren't doing fantastically without him, and now they're winning every game. So they could be for a late title charge, but
I mean,
Obviously,
there's a chance.
there's a chance because Sporting have just lost their manager after he's played their last game because obviously gone into
Beat
the
Braga.
international
Yeah.
break. They did win 4-2, conceded 2 goals, boys.
Yeah.
Conceded 2 goals.
Yeah.
They haven't
They were
conceded
losing
5
at
goals this
half-time,
season.
weren't they?
Not good enough.
I think I
yes,
watched
they were.
it. They were losing at half time. Turned to my friend and went, "Oh, they're going to win the game." He went, "Nope." Ended up winning it.
They were 100% winning the game. So, the second half, they scored 4 goals.
Yeah.
Second half, they scored 4 goals.
They were
And
very
guess
well
who
set up.
didn't score?
Gyökeres.
Yeah. I mean, he probably had enough after the hat trick against City. But, you know.
Well, he scored 4. He scored 4 last week as well.
It's a hat-trick against Manchester City in the
Yeah.
Champions League. It's not exactly, you know.
No,
major,
someone
is
someone I work with not work with, but no, put a bet on for Gyökeres to score 3 or more goals against Man City, and it came through.
Wow.
40 to 1. 40 to 1?
How much did he put on it?
Is it 40 to 1? 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good return.
That's a lot of money.
Wow.
That's pretty
Points on
decent.
him,
amount
I'll
of
take
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Harder scored 2.
Hoyland.
Hoyland.
Yeah.
Scored, and Moreta scored as well.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's nice for him to share.
There are lots of.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are goals around that squad. It's a very, very good squad, and I still expect them to have an incredible season. I do hope, though, that it becomes a more open. I like it to be competitive. You don't want it to be already over in January.
Are creeping up, and I think that they.
You know how normally people like teams have like a bit of a manager bounce when someone leaves and the new manager's coming in. But for Sporting, I think it's going to be the other way around. I think it's going to be. Do you think it's going to be a drop, or do you think it's going to be a bounce again?
Because they've been so good this start of the season.
But
I still think they might.
No, I
win
think
it.
whoever comes into that team, surely you've just got to continue the system they're playing. You know, you don't come in that team
So-
and then suddenly go 4 at the back. You just continue the system and at least hope it can work out because they've clearly got a quality squad.
So we already know who it's going to be, and I will tell you who it is if you give me 1 second.
Well, in the meantime, I will talk about Firenze, who are rock bottom and managed to get a point in the 1-1 draw against Casapia, who were in 9th place. So for them, that's a big result. And for that kind of grouping of teams as well, who are trying to battle for that kind of like 4th spot, is big, especially with Braga not doing the season that they were hoping for. Obviously, just lost 4-2 to Sporting. I think that kind of that period is getting really, really interesting because I know who was it? Oh, I just forgot which team. Yeah, Victoria de Guimarães, also in that kind of there with Santa Clara, lost to Santa Clara 1-0. They've moved down to oh my god, my short-term memory is just shocking. Yeah, Victoria down to 6th, Santa Clara in 4th, and Braga moved down to 5th.
Yeah. I mean,
It's getting interesting for that 4th spot.
I was going to say, because even mentioning Casapia, they're not expected to be even where they are.
No,
They were expected to go back down.
Yeah.
I think they just about survived relegation last year. They were expected to probably go back down.
Yeah.
And I think even for them to be in 9th is a good position for them to be in.
There's 4 points between 4th and 8th.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's very, very hot for that kind of position.
The
But
European positions,
Casapia
right?
are now on 13 points in that 9th spot, so they're not really pushing anymore.
I think they'll probably stay safe, but
Yeah,
you know.
well, they'll be safe. They'll be safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good point for
Massive point
Rennes,
for them.
definitely.
Mm.
You know, puts them still in dead last. But they're on 5 points now.
Nice. So, the new Sporting manager will be João Pereira, who was the B team boss and has also used to play for them as a right back.
Yeah.
So it seems very, very likely that he'll stick to the same system because I would have assumed Sporting are a well-run club and will use the same system throughout their
They do.
entire structure.
They do.
Yeah,
They
so
do.
it will be another 3-4.
Yeah, Jean Pierre will be good for them.
Consistency. I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel here.
Yeah.
That's enough for me this week.
Amazing.
Nice, thank God for that. Lloyd.
Right. We're supposed to be friends, man. Stop being.
Yeah, why does he hate?
Yeah,
Tom?
no,
He actually hates Tom.
He's on a hate watch for everyone.
I'm
you know.
just, you know, prepping my coup, which I'm going to do at some point.
Mate, he keeps on saying this.
No one's going to be with him though.
No.
He's going to do it on his own.
Thing is, it wasn't my idea. It
you
was
should.
him and Carlos have already backed me for
Your
this.
Podcast network, the Red Podcast Network.
Yes, obviously. I'm that spiteful. Of course, I'm going to do that.
It's just United topics. That's it. Just
Exactly.
United.
Yeah.
United
Just
topics.
crying every week.
Every week,
yeah.
United.
Crying every single week. Go on, Lloyd.
Right. Las Palmas are out the relegation zone.
Way.
They have won 3 out of their last 4 league games. They won on Friday night, 3-1 away win against Rayo Vallecano. Of course, Scott McKenna scored an own goal though, so not too much has changed.
McBurney get one?
Ollie McBurney did not get one. he did not even come on.
I just still find it mad that he's playing for Las Palmas. He's there for the holiday, mate. He's there for the holiday.
He's in Malaga, Magaluf every weekend.
Fabio Silva, he's turned up now.
Scored another goal, so that's his third of the season.
He just got out of relegation. I'm not sure. He's turned up.
No, I mean in terms of he's hitting a lot.
Well,
he's hitting
I
better
think that
form
is
at
his-
least than he was
yeah.
before.
Yeah, that's like his second goal in his last 3, I want to say.
Okay.
I mean, Real Madrid responded, beat Osasuna 4-0. Vinicius Junior scoring a hat trick, massive
Yeah.
performance from him. They needed it.
Yes.
Really?
I mean,
Very
Mbappe was
bad.
disappointing again.
He's
Yeah.
not a 9.
No,
He's not a
Yeah,
9.
yeah,
No, but
it's
the thing
difficult.
is, he's not going to get in that left wing position.
No, that's
So-
the problem.
Yeah.
It's kind of finished.
Well,
really.
Benzema came out and said that he thinks he's actually the issue currently
Yes,
at Real Madrid.
I agree. Mbappe is, for me personally at least, Mbappe is the issue at that squad. His ego wants to be in left wing when you've got already a player
I
who
don't
will
know if
play
it's
in
ego
that
though. I
position.
think it's just that is his best position is left wing, and unfortunately you've got Vinicius Junior.
Does anybody else think
Yeah.
he'd be better playing off the right? He
No.
hasn't done it since the start of PSG. In all fairness,
He's not a right winger at Monaco.
he was a right
Well,
winger at
I think
Monaco.
he'd be
That's what
better-
I'm
He'd be
saying.
better off the right than he would in the centre.
Because-
but once again, unless
No,
you swap
no, no,
Rodrigo
you
up
put
front,
Rodrigo
you put
up
Rodrigo up
top,
No,
front.
yeah.
I
Put him in a
disagree.
false
I disagree. You play a false 9, you put Bellingham up front like you did last season.
Nah.
No.
No, I
You play a diamond. You play a 4 in midfield: Bellingham, Valverde, Camavinga, Tchouameni.
So next, what's next?
To be fair, I saw a really interesting analysis of how Real Madrid play, and the you are right. Bellingham is actually the one that makes the 9 runs. Like they were showing the positionings of the two, and the amount of times Mbappe comes short,
Yeah.
and Bellingham's the one that goes over the top. But the issue is finding him because
Yeah.
you've got like almost a congested wing situation.
But I think that's because you're trying to play Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinicius together. But
Yeah.
you can't do that. I think you drop Rodrigo. Unfortunately, I know he's been in good form, but I think it's
I
Mbappe.
disagree. I think you put Rodrigo up front and put Mbappe on the wing, and just.
I
get
still
them-
that's the
but I
same
think you get them to
personnel.
interchange.
I think
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing to do with that team.
think
I
Rodrigo would
think
actually
so.
run in behind.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think if you got Rodrigo to interchange with Mbappe on the wing,
Yeah.
but then also get Bellingham to kind of because Bellingham can play out wide to a certain extent. I think.
The Euros won't say otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
No,
no.
I mean, so, okay, not as a position, but in terms of interchanging alongside, even him and Rodrigo drop into Cam, he got up front. It will just give them something different to think about.
I'd much rather do that, but with Valverde on the right and Camavinga on the left.
Disagree.
They have better form playing in wide areas and understanding that area of the pitch a lot better. And Bellingham,
Exactly. Camavinga
Camavinga is defensive, but
completely
he
the wrong
has
player.
played in that kind of left channel a lot. And Valverde played on the right wing for years.
Yes, exactly.
Bro,
He
but
was a-
you still understand that kind of channel on the pitch.
No, then-
And Valverde did the same thing playing right wing for whilst he
What do you
was
think?
won the
Put
Champions
Camavinga
League
left
playing right
wing?
wing.
He's trying to say Camavinga go out wide to left,
Left
wing.
wing.
No,
and
no,
then
no,
go-
no, no, no. That's not what I'm saying at all. You guys love to spin, right? Okay, a midfield 4, obviously, as I said before. But if you want to interchange with a winger, the midfielders of Camavinga and Valverde interchanging on the right and on the left is a lot stronger than asking Bellingham to do that job.
I do agree with that.
No, but that's what I'm saying in terms of having Bellingham to push into kind of the running, like kind of attacking position as a false 9, and then get almost Rodrigo to drop back almost in a kind of cam position, so they're kind of 2 up front together. Mbappe on the wing, because that's what we're saying is his best position. It would just make sense.
I do get what you're saying. I've seen a lot. Obviously, Ten Hag tried to do that at United with a 4-2-2. I don't rate it, for being honest. I don't think it works. Well.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Tenor-
Supposed to be
Ten-
talking about.
Sorry, we have.
No, it is all good. No, I want to hear your opinions about Real Madrid. Barcelona lost the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
Real Sociedad won 1-0. Geraldo Becker scoring, and a very controversial offside decision.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
The automated offside is a little bit of a problem that's poked up. It's ridiculous.
I actually didn't see it.
Honestly, like
explain it for the.
yeah. So
Australian
pretty
man,
much,
because
there's a
I have
Real
no idea.
Sociedad player and a Barcelona player. Both of their feet are like that far apart. I think very minimal, and you literally cannot tell. You cannot tell whether it is an offside or not, and for some reason they decided to rule it out. But yeah, just really, really strange. If that was me, I'd be absolutely fuming.
I disagree. I think if it's that tight, then it's difficult to tell anyway.
Isn't it like
It's difficult to overturn something like that. I think
think
you've got to stick with it.
Given offside?
so it was given offside or no?
I thought it was given as a
It's
goal.
it was ruled out.
Yeah, it was given as a
It
goal,
was given as a
and
goal,
they
and it got
changed
ruled
it.
out for
I
offside.
disagree with that.
So it's not clear. It's
I think
not
at
clear
that point
all.
you just go with the on-field
Just give
decision.
the goal.
Yeah, actually,
I think
now
the
I
thing with
agree.
the
Yeah.
automatic offside is that it's like it's computerized, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
Even if you're 1 millimeter in front, it will get flagged.
Yeah.
So regardless if you're like this much offside or that much offside, it will be offside.
It depends how accurate.
It means there's gonna be no mistake technically. There's no mistake. It's a bit harsh. Yes, it's harsh if you're a millimeter offside. I think it's not fair for players to have players with longer limbs. You know, I feel like it's unfair for. Like literally, if I'm in the same like stride with someone, I have a longer limb. Like Ibrahimovic racing against fucking Sterling. You know, the limb is gonna be a different thing. It's just gonna be unfair in that sense.
Yeah, but what you see and
the
what the
still images-
lines are drawn on are different things.
yeah.
No, but the still image is poor, to say
Yeah.
the least.
I'm always
think you
in-
should
So
go
that
with
won't
on-
be what they've used though.
No, but of course, but you should go with the on-field decision. If it is that close
That
as they're
close.
saying it is,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
probably should just
It
stick with
was
the
very,
original
very
decision.
close.
Yeah.
I'm always in the belief that the bodies must be in line, not the limbs.
Yeah.
Like
But you know.
I mean, I like Wenger's
Yeah.
system personally, where it's like as long as
Yeah.
one part of your body's
Yeah.
onside.
Interesting. I don't know. I'm not on full agreement with that. But moving on, Atletico Madrid beat Mallorca 1-0 away from home. Julian Alvarez getting a goal. They're still in third place, same as usual. Villarreal, another win for them, 3-0 against Deportivo Alaves. Parejo and Comesaña getting some goals there. Real Betis drew 2-2 at home to Celta Vigo, who are in 11th. And they play good football under Giraldez. They're really good style of play, back three with Mingueza as a wing back who's been incredible for them. I think he got called up.
To the
Spain squad.
Spanish national team.
He
which
was
is fully
good
deserved.
he was good for Barcelona when he was there. I don't understand why they got rid of him.
I think they got rid of him.
I think it's for money, no?
I think
They needed to register players. They couldn't register players.
Centre back or a
Yeah.
right back, but in this wing back role, he's got play.
I think
he
he's one of
looks
those
really
players where
good.
they just needed to sell someone. Unfortunately, he
Yeah.
left, and they may regret it.
And I mean, as well,
They won't regret it, but it's
No.
just like I don't see the point in selling him when he's actually a good.
yeah, and I mean they loaned out
Yeah.
Strand Larsen to Wolves, and he was a big outlet for them, getting quite a few goals last season. So the way that they're still going is pretty impressive. Girona up and down. They ended up winning 1-0 away against Getafe. Herrera scoring. But yeah, they're so up and down. They've got so many injuries at the moment. It's just, yeah, they're one week they'll win, 1 week they'll lose, they'll get battered, then they'll smack another team. I really do not know what to expect when Liverpool play them in the Champions League in the coming weeks. I have no idea what's going to happen there.
They got said like 3-0 by PSV,
Yeah.
and then suddenly go into. We said it. We said
we said it last
we
week.
said last week they're going to go and win the next game,
Yeah.
and they go and do it. They're such an
Yeah.
up and down team.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
weird.
apart from that,
Real Valladolid drew 1-1 against Athletic Club, so a good result for the home team. And then Sevilla losing 1-0 to Leganes, which
It's not a shock.
It's not,
Yeah.
not really great. Sevilla sit in 13th, Leganes in 14th, and then Valencia did not play this week again. They are bottom of the table, but they have games in hand on the teams above, so they could potentially go above. But yeah, that's the roundup.
Yeah.
Cool, my turn. Not much to speak about this week.
Yeah, we've gone that way. Yeah, I don't know how.
Well, no, I picked the order because it's my.
joking. I'm joking.
Go ahead.
It's my.
He's just so used to us being mean. Actually, we weren't being that mean.
No, yeah, we were literally just saying
Okay,
he can
okay,
choose,
go on.
but you know.
Yeah, it's my choice. Exactly. Yeah, I can choose. Thank you.
Oh.
It's
Go then.
it's another draw for Bayer Leverkusen. They've got quite a few this season so far. A grand total of 5, which is more than any of the kind of other top teams. Really dropped off massively this year, Bayer Leverkusen. And it's against Bochum as well.
Oh, wow.
Away at Bochum.
That's poor.
That's really poor to drop points there. Do you know what's worse?
Dortmund.
Dropping points to Mainz. What are you doing?
We're all laughing at how you're holding the microphone.
What's wrong with that?
Just hold it normally.
As long as there's
It's reversed that way.
and
No,
this
no,
is
we're
more
all holding the
comfortable.
microphone.
This is more comfortable. It's fine.
I know, but
Exactly. Shush.
no.
Mainz beat Dortmund 3-1. So
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
I'm having a I'm not having a great
Having a good time.
I'm not having a great time. It's another poor loss. I don't know if you remember the pre-vert Amiri. Do you remember Amiri? As a Bayer,
Yeah, Bayer Leverkusen.
it was the
Yeah,
pre-vert. He's now playing for Mainz, and he was the man of the match, pulling strings from the central midfield. Now dropped a bit deeper. We got a red card. Emre Can got sent off. We got a red card. Emre Can. Yeah, exactly. You guys have got I didn't interrupt your bit, did I? So
Yes.
Sorry, sir.
exactly. You sit there and think about what you've done. It's it's another poor result for Nerdy Sahin, and surely the pressure must be on now to get some result, or he will get the sack.
I was going to
soon.
ask, how long do you think they're going to allow this to continue to go on for? Because it's
Not
getting a bit
long.
ridiculous now.
They need to get a proper manager, and they haven't had a proper manager since.
Before Tuchel, probably. It's probably Tuchel.
Probably is Tuchel,
Yeah.
because after that it was
Last-
Lucien Favre, and he was awful as well.
And then there's
Um,
Terzig.
Terzig isn't a manager. Terzig is a coach at best.
Terzig was like a
Um,
waste of time, bro.
He really was. But obviously they beat Leipzig, but outside of that, it's been pretty poor the last 4 or 5 Bundesliga games. Lost to Madrid in the Champions League as well. 1 or 2 more games, and I think that's him done.
Yeah,
Which is a shame, because I actually really liked him as a player, and I like him as a coach. But I just don't think as a manager it really works, annoyingly. Bayern won again.
Yep, sure. Told you they're going to win the league.
Leipzig drew to Mönchengladbach, which I think is a decent point for Gladbach.
Yeah,
they
it's
were
good
top of the
enough for
table.
Leipzig.
Yeah.
They've been playing well this season.
I was going to
Yeah.
say
They have.
they lost Simmons, and it's kind of just gone
It's gone
downhill, you know.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not
kind of
great.
they've moved Baumgartner up into that kind of attacking midfield role. I just don't think he's getting a bit of a nosebleed up there.
I've seen him as a DM the whole time. I
Yeah,
don't know why
he's a
in
DM
Cam.
/ central midfielder. He is
Yeah.
not. He is not a 10
Yeah,
in the
but he did
slightest.
play- I think he played for Austria as a 10. in
Yeah,
the
but
Euros,
Alaba
and he
plays for Austria as a 10.
That's a
Doesn't
good-
mean
that's a good
anything.
point,
Sure.
yeah.
did- No, I mean in the Euros, and they got far in the Euros, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the specific system as well, though. This system
Yeah.
doesn't. You
What
need
I
someone
would say
attacking.
is you could either you've got Sheshko on the bench who could come on and you play a 2, or
Cesco not playing for them.
he's on the bench
Yeah.
for this game anyway.
Oh, for this
But
game.
you've also got Udragano, who they've got off Schalke, who is a wonder kid I'm not going to tell you where I found him from.
Why not?
Football manager.
I wonder why.
But as an attacking midfielder /
Yeah.
winger, he is very quick with his feet, creative winger / 10, good in half spaces. He would be a perfect sub or replacement for Xavi Simons. I'm not sure why they're putting someone out of position when you've got this young talent who you could give minutes to in this time.
I guess it's trust, though, isn't it? Because
I guess.
he's so young, I'm guessing you just don't
Yeah.
want him to kind of, be in a bit too deep.
But it's obviously knocked them off top spot. They're now 5 points behind Bayern, who I believe are the only team left who are unbeaten. Is Bayern?
Leipzig have no wins in the Champions League either.
No.
Yes, but I think they're focusing on the league this year because I feel like they think they can win it.
Right.
But I don't think
Not
they will.
anymore.
It'll be
Yeah.
Bayern. It will be Bayern. Frankfurt scored 3 goals again. 3-2 thriller against Stuttgart. Guess it was involved again.
Marmouche.
This
Another free
guy,
kick.
never forget, in man of the match, goal and assist. This guy's unreal. I don't know where he's come from.
Yeah, he just decided to appear and be the best player in the Europe right now.
Yeah, he's like, I got
Yeah.
bored of being
Along-
shit. Like,
alongside
I'm just going to turn
Gyökeres,
up.
He has the highest contribution. and shit, I don't know,
Yeah,
but it's
it's up there,
ridiculous.
There's quite a few young, talented players in this Frankfurt team, and I'm quite excited to see what Topmöller can do with it because, I say, currently they are 3rd. They're only a point behind Leipzig. Could they put in a bit of a challenge for the title? Potential. I don't think they would it, but they could put it in a challenge and get a Champions League space for next year. Topmöller will be looked at by big clubs next season, I reckon, and Marmouche will end up at a big club, and we'll see if he's purple patch or a talent.
Yeah.
We don't know which one it's going to be yet.
The thing is,
We'll
right,
find out next
he's the
season.
kind of player that does well in the Bundesliga, goes to Bayern, and then just
Does
kinda
nothing.
Does well.
Yeah,
No,
stays-
no, I'd say he does
I-
well, but just plays for
stays,
Bayern.
yeah.
You know what
I
mean?
don't know if it's just because he's Egyptian.
And
It
Napoli.
might just be because he's Egyptian. But I see him at Liverpool as a kind of option, rotating with Salah. Salah's signed a new contract. You bring in a friend.
Because he
and then
can
you
play out wide,
rotate.
can't he?
He kind of plays right
Well,
attacking mid or left attacking mid.
Yeah, he's kind of that United, how we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I was
where
gonna. I literally
you
was
want
gonna
that
say.
kind of player where alongside Bruno Fernandes, where he can play as behind the striker,
Yeah.
but as a cam pushing out wide.
Exactly.
That's the kind of position he's.
He
best in.
is right-footed, another right-footed attacker. But I think he can play because he
Yeah.
plays both roles. He could be two-footed-ish.
Even a team like Leipzig, he could do well at in
Yeah.
that cam position.
If
that
they
need
lose,
now,
if
yeah.
they lose Xavi Simons,
They won't sign him on a permanent. It's too much money.
Exactly.
So
So yeah,
be a good option.
cool. Sorry, Dan, and I'll let you.
Is it me?
You can go next.
Okay. I was thinking it was gonna be James next as well. 'cause
I'm
he's
always
right,
last.
right next
I
to
get
you.
views every time.
my show.
Okay, sure.
Wow.
I'll start with the big one. Inter against Napoli. They drew 1-1. Scott McTominay scores again for Napoli. And what a signing he's been for Napoli. Like, he has been brilliant for Napoli. And Çalhanoğlu equalised. He's another one. Massive player. He's been
Underrated.
very,
One of the biggest
very
underrated
good.
players
Yeah.
of this.
I think there's rumors of Bayern, I think, want to sign him now.
How old is he now? 32.
I think
He's,
still
old,
quality.
he's still very good, though.
Was it the? This just reminded me of the Kane to United or PSG for 130 mil.
When was
Jesus
it?
Christ.
I saw this
something
yesterday.
like that briefly.
No, surely not.
It might have been it's probably just like a.
I do rate.
Yeah.
I would love, as much as I love Højlund, the idea of Kane coming back to the Prem, coming to United, trying to beat Alan Shearer's, trying to beat
There's
not
no chance,
necessarily, but trying to beat Alan Shearer's record and doing all that stuff. The story works really well in my head, and I'd love to see it happen. I'm not.
Yeah, not for anyone else in the league.
I'm not paying 130 million. though.
No.
Not when Højlund. Not when that's not a position that we need to
Do you think
focus
you'd even
on.
get the value he went for? Like, he left for what, 80, was it? Do you think you'd even
Yeah.
get that now? Because the older he gets, the less value. But
I don't.
That's what
I love
He
how
does
he's
still
the
score a
top
lot,
goal
though.
scorer in the world, and we're still saying we're not going to get his money back for him.
I just don't know.
It's hard to say. Because at a certain age you drop, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So we don't know.
But other results,
You can afford.
Roma lose again, and now have sacked their manager again. So
God, bring back to Rock.
we're 12 games in,
I'm
12
sorry.
games in, and this is the second time they've sacked someone now. So
Literally.
I don't know what they're doing. I think De Rossi, they shouldn't have sacked him to begin with. He was doing all right, you know. He wasn't doing amazing, but it was enough. They're not doing a shit they are now. You know what I mean?
Bring him back.
But it's terrible,
Yeah.
terrible stuff. Fiorentina win again, 3-1. Yeah, repping the Fiorentina shirt today. But they win 3-1 against Hellas Verona. Moise Ken impressing as well with a hat trick.
Guess where I know him from?
Let's not
Jesus
guess.
Christ. Are you just like a FM encyclopedia or something like
Yes.
this?
That's
Jesus.
basically what
It's the only thing I can.
That's his personality, football manager. Okay.
What else would
Yeah, Hinge, football manager.
And that's it.
I would love you if you like Football Manager. Drinks on me if you like Football Manager.
It's not my own
Tell me the
personality,
top 3 wonder kids in football manager. I marry you.
Don't forget the boys. Don't forget the hat.
Yeah.
Football manager and the hat.
What happened to the sunglasses?
I lost them. I need to find some new ones.
No.
Yeah, I need to find some new ones.
Lazio won 1-0. Zaccagni getting the goal. Atalanta again with another strong performance, winning against Udinese. Your team. Well, technically, yeah, your team as well, Udinese. Well, it's a whole thing. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah. But
Yeah, guess what? It's a great game.
Football Manager podcast at this point.
If you want to sponsor us for FM, please feel free to do so.
yeah, literally 2 goals in about 4 minutes wrapped up the win for Atalanta. Kind of flipped the script really on Udinese. And they move now into second in the league. And I'll get to the table in a second because the table is looking spicy, bro. Juventus 2-0 win. Weah and Yildiz win, get the goals. Cagliari and Milan with a 3-3 thriller. Yeah, it was a great game. Cagliari opened the scoring. Leao made it 2-1 with a brace. But at the end of the game, 90th minute, Zappa, the right back for Cagliari, got the equalizer.
Guess
in that-
what?
That's a poor result for Milan. That's a poor.
Oh.
Sure, that's a poor
No,
result
no.
for Milan.
Milan have not been doing as good as they should. They sit 7th in the league right now. And they're not involved in this little title stuff, spicy thing I'm going to talk about in a second. The other results I'll go through really quickly. Venezia lost 2-1 against Parma. Lecce 1-1 against Empoli. And Genoa 1-1 against Como. Nico Path, this is a player to watch out for Como. Nico Path is doing really well. And he was a key player again. But the top 6 in Serie A right now sits Napoli in first, 1 point above the next 4 places. So Atalanta, Fiorentina, Inter Milan and Lazio all on 25 points. Napoli on 26 points. Juventus on 24 points in 6th. And then Milan 18. So the top 6 right now is literally 2 points separate.
How did Atalanta do this week?
Crazy.
Like that is a title race. And that's the reason we had the Italian striker come in the other time. I spoke with him and I think I agree with him that Serie A is the second most competitive league behind England.
Agree.
And there's no debate, I think, at all.
Yeah.
The most competitive league in the world, where Man City win it every single fucking year.
Honestly, no.
No, competitive. If you want to talk, I would say Serie A could be the most competitive.
I was gonna say, am I wrong?
There's 6 teams playing for the title right now. Like realistically, like
Yeah, I would say this.
It is still very early.
I
I'd say we have.
It's the most competitive.
Yeah, competitive is a different story. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, they used to be the best league in the world. I said they were like the biggest. They were the strongest league in Europe, bro,
Yeah.
by far. Just look at the AC Milan
quality
team.
of players you had going.
Ronaldinho, Kaká, Beckham, Maldini, Nesta, Dida. Like, what the fuck,
was all
bro?
one
That
team.
team was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, go on. It's all you
We'll
now.
Move over to the Eredivisie. I'll actually start with AZ Alkmaar, who at home lost 2-1 to Willem II. And they have like really fallen off. They were second, third in the league, lost to us, lost last week, and then lost again. At home, winning 1-0, ended up losing the game. Just not what you need from a team that's meant to be challenging for Europe. I think I want to say they're in the Europa League, and just a poor result. Going to go on to Feyenoord, beat Almere 4-1 away from home. Kind of what you expect. Almere back to losing ways. They picked up a point and then instantly went and conceded 4 in their next game, which kind of sums up how they've been all season.
How many points are they on now?
I think they're still on 1.
1 point.
Yep.
That is sad. That is sad.
NAC Breda up against PSV. PSV still leading, back to winning ways, 1-3-0. Pretty comfortable game. Probably game of the week would have been the Twente and Ajax game. Both teams kind of top of the table. 2-2 draw.
How did you beat Feyenoord and PSV and then draw to Twente?
Because we rotated quite a lot because we had the Europa League game. So
that's how. Cool.
Yeah, we rotated quite a bit. It's just a bit disappointing for us. As he said, 2 good results kind of pushes you up into second, then you drop back down again. A bit annoying. But anyway, the table reads as follows, with PSV on 33, Utrecht second on 28.
Utrecht doing very well.
Yeah, Utrecht are doing well. I don't know how long they're going to keep it up.
It's very tight still.
Yeah, I was going to say Ajax third, 26, Feyenoord 25, and then Twente in 5th on 22. Sorry, it's Waalwijk who are on 1 point.
Yes.
Almere do
on
no, sorry,
4
yeah,
points.
sorry, they're on 4.
4 points, they got a win.
Almere have 6. Waalwijk did pick up a win, and I need to find out where it is because I had it and completely lost it, and that kind of sums me up here. Honestly, I was so frustrated watching the Ajax game though, because started well, and ended up just conceding first, equalising, conceding again, equalising again. It just seems like one of those things where we're so like up and down. You know, you see, like, you look at, like, in Premier League, you have, like, United, you know, you'll go from Tottenham, for example, you'll have a game where you do really well, and you're like, okay, they're back on track.
Yeah.
We won, 5-0 in the Europa League? You're like, cool, played brilliantly, done well. Yeah. Go to Twente, we should be beating them, end up drawing the game after conceding twice.
Ajax Spursy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Ajax is Spursy.
Yeah.
Is that what you
That's what we said.
Honestly,
They Spursed it up against Spurs in the Champions League, remember?
yeah,
They Spurs
we
better than
bottled that to
Spurs.
Lucas Moura, can I just point out? We bottled it to Lucas
Then
Moura.
that man did not start the final.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was also
mate.
then the most boring final of all time.
That was poor from Poch, in all fairness.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh.
It was a terrible final.
Yep.
That.
Utrecht winning 1-0 against Hercules. Absolutely dominated.
Who is
the
their
game.
best player? Who's the guy who's leading the line for them?
Their best player at the moment, they've got quite a few who are doing well. It's probably Anderson at the moment, who scored in this game.
So who is it? Give me a little bit of background, just a quick one.
I think he came, I want to say he's American. He came from Celtic to...
Do you want me to have a quick look?
Yes, I might be wrong about that.
Cool, well, let's have a look, because I feel like we should highlight... They're doing very well. We need to highlight why they're doing so well.
Yeah.
It's important.
To be fair,
What?
I'm going to have a look at it.
I've got a signal. Nice.
To be fair, what I would say is that I think they've just been... Oh, yeah, it's Paxton Anderson. He's on loan.
Oh, it's Paxton Aronson.
Yeah, on loan.
Is he the brother of Brendan?
Yep.
Yep, he
Yep.
was at Philadelphia for ages, and then he went to
that's
Frankfurt.
it.
Yeah.
11 matches, 4 goals, 1 assist. He's been good as almost like a kind of defensive midfielder, kind of pushing forward ahead of
4 goals,
Jensen.
decent.
Which is weird because he was always an attacking midfielder for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's
Again,
been pushed back into DM.
Well, that explains why he can get goals as well.
I mean, in terms of players that you could potentially look to buy from Utrecht, if you were looking for some talent that they are using, they have a left back called Sufyan El Krouani.
Ekrani.
El Krouani.
No, he is good.
Is
to be
this from
fair.
Football Manager as well? or-
No, I've never heard of this guy before. Hence why I can't say his name. But he's
Looking at
been
ratings and be like,
he's been
"Sign
called
this
up.
guy."
He's
8.7 on Popmob.
Never watched
Sign
him
him.
play.
he's played for he's a Moroccan international.
Yep, that's
played for
it.
the national team. Was at NEC Nijmegen.
NEC,
Nijmegen?
no, we just call him NEC.
Oh, NEC. So
We don't even bother
came from
saying
NEG. Now he's playing for Utrecht. So potentially a step up to a bigger Eredivisie team or look for a Bundesliga
I
team.
think he'll
like
probably
that.
go Bundesliga. I
Mm.
was going to talk about him in the players anyway. But no, I do think Utrecht in general.
I
don't
take
know-
I take it all back. He's a left back who's right-footed. No, take it back. No,
I don't know how they're gonna do.
left
Yeah.
foot. He's probably one of these inverted rubbish, isn't he? And
I don't think.
You didn't even follow football when that was a thing, so let's just calm
Yeah,
down.
that's
He
so
just-
true.
he just
Yeah,
wants
no,
to go
but
back.
it's
Yeah.
only the last couple of
He
years.
wants to go back to 4-4-2, which wasn't a thing when you started watching football.
Yeah, he wants to go back to Pascal Gross being a
Nothing
Barclays.
to, you know. Sean Dyche is my hero.
We can't hear you.
it's right there. He can hear me. Right.
Who, Sean?
Yes.
Sean can
What's
hear
that?
He can hear me.
Sean can hear
Sean
me.
can hear
Sean
me.
can hear my prayers, please.
I'm just gonna go on to the other game. Is the Zwolle game against Fortuna Sittard, 3-1 at home. Fortuna Sittard. It played out an equal game, but the thing I'd say about Fortuna Sittard is they're very kind of a bit like Crystal Palace. They're always a mid-table team, do well. I think they had a good win. I think 4-0 last week. End up losing 3-1 this week. It's just such a kind of annoying situation to be in because they haven't really got any like standout players, but they're just so like kind of mediocre.
They got Sepp van den Berg in.
No, I'd say they're.
Was it his brother?
No, their best player is probably Dykes.
He's at Brentford.
Oh yeah, of course
I
you
was
sold
gonna
him. I
say,
forgot about
yeah.
that. Is it his brother or something then playing for the other team?
Yes, I think so.
Because there was two of them, weren't there?
Yes.
Yeah, there. Look, got sent off.
Yep, there we go. Yep, he did get sent off. I didn't actually see that. I knew he was playing. I'd say the thing with Fortuna Sittard, right?
Well, they have
is,
Halilovic.
yeah, I was going to say.
Football manager wonder kid.
Their two best players.
Next Messi.
The two best players are Halilovic and then Dix, who played at.
I'm so immature. I can't help
who
myself.
then played. I think he played previously for Ajax. Now plays for them. Other than that, that's
Oh,
pretty much
God.
it. Henry ruined that one.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's go on to players then.
I was about. Oh, you stole my intro, mate.
I reckon if you.
And
pick-
on that note,
if
thank
you.
you.
Pick Dix, you're gonna win that one.
Literally, I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
100%. And on that note, thank you all very much for contributing to your list versus leaves. Let's move on to our.
In English.
What happened?
You cut. My flow was cut by you, so thank you all very much for doing your leagues this week. We'll be back next week with our kind of news of the leagues each week. Let's now move on to the quiz section and our competition section ish. You messed this up. Now you
Yeah,
need to practice.
you need to practice.
We're
on
going
that
to
one.
go position by position as we do every week. Let's start off with goalkeeper. Go on, hurry up.
I'll go first. Okay. Yeah. Garnasecki,
For
Yeah.
Atalanta.
Atalanta's keeper. He made 5 saves. I like to say off the top of my head. What else did he do? Yeah, he saved a XG of 2. He stopped an XG of 2. I don't think I have many. I don't have many options here. That's why I was happy to go first, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
I have
What are you asking him for?
I'm asking you. You just
Yeah.
did answer.
Well, you just
You answered for me.
I don't really know. MISZTA.
Mitz.
Mitz.
Mitz, isn't it?
Mitz. Yeah. Mitz.
Yeah, with
There's an E at the end.
Anyway, phenomenal game. Keeper got man of the match. Stopped an XG of 1.7, but also saved a penalty
Wow.
to keep a clean sheet against Rio Ave. So fair play. Very, very, very good game. Man of the match performance from keeper's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah.
to be
You wanna
fair,
go
this
there,
is
do
man
you?
of the match as
Um,
well.
yeah,
Arnaseki was man of the match as well.
Go on.
Okay, I've
Hurry
gone for Schindler. Played well, made 4 saves, had an XG of 3 against him, and got an assist. From goalkeeper.
That's unusual.
A throw out from. That's why I was waiting till the end.
Yeah.
Throw out from the back that went over the whole team and tapped in by the striker.
Damn, fair.
So yeah,
Okay. So I thought mine was pretty impressive. but
he threw it from the goal. He threw it from. I think they came up from a corner. He threw it from the goal, went over the halfway line. The guy ran onto it and scored.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. Shit defense.
Yeah.
That was doing.
I thought mine was impressive until you said what yours was, and yours is just mine, but better.
He's still winning it. But
Well,
He
we'll
won't
see.
vote for me. He's already said it.
Dan. Yeah.
What?
No. Yeah.
No, I like the names.
Oh.
I like the names.
Alright, let's do it.
Mine
Let's
had
do
man
it.
of the match.
So,
and he had 5 saves.
Frederick Ronau.
Yeah, Renault. I think
Renault.
It's going to be Renault.
He is the goalkeeper of Union
yeah.
Berlin, who took a kind of Champions League place show off with Freiburg, who are in 5th and 6th place respectively. It was a 0-0 draw, but Renault made 4 saves with an XG of 1.19 and saved a penalty and was man of the match. So solid performance against a kind of Champions League going team.
Should we try and build that?
I'm trying.
Build
I'm trying.
the Champions League team.
But yeah.
With Freiburg in the Champions League.
They're in there was 5th and 6th, so they're both battling for
yeah,
a Champions
yeah.
League place. Yeah,
My
sorry.
player is Jasper Sillessen of Las Palmas.
Ah, remember the name. Remember the name.
3-1 win, made 6 saves, solid victory away from home. That's all I've got to say on
Fair
that.
enough.
Fair enough.
Who's going to vote first?
Lloyd, you can vote first.
Okay, I'm going Jamie.
Okay.
As much as it means I'm not going to win, I'm going to go Jamie.
Honestly, yeah. I wasn't even going to pick him for the assist. I like his name, Schindler.
Oh,
Schindler's
Yeah.
List. Okay, I'll vote Schindler's List as well.
Oh, okay.
Who's you?
I'll go Tom.
Thank you.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough,
But
actually.
it was between us.
Yeah, I was going to
if,
say.
if you didn't have the assist,
Yeah,
because I was thinking the penalty save, but
yeah, no.
So
I
was
think
penalty save as
I had a penalty save. Everyone had a
I think
penalty
what's
save.
funny though is the fact that it was a throw out from the goalkeeper. It wasn't like he kicked it; he just threw it out over the halfway line.
very
Yeah.
unique.
Cool. So in that case,
Wait, I think I have a.
Jamie gets a point for once. So there we go.
Wait.
I've already done well. I've
Can I,
already
can
done
I,
better
can I
than
like?
last
Break the
month.
rules a bit.
No.
Just potentially it's about the hair.
Oh
yeah, go on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
I'm
no,
pretty
wait,
sure he got an assist. I saw a clip. He kicked it over to Kane and Kane scored.
You might be right, actually.
I might be right,
I'll
right?
change my vote.
It may not be recorded an
Doesn't mean
assist.
anything, but
Oh, I'll vote for him as well.
yeah, fair enough.
Where the fuck? Where's the game that when there's line up? He did get an assist.
I vote the hair.
Yeah, fair.
I vote the hair.
fair.
Lloyd?
Oh,
Damn it.
Okay.
Why didn't you go for that in the first place, you
I got
idiot?
given Karnesecki, bro. I got no choice. I just remember.
We love our producers, but come on, David De Gea every time, please. Thank you, please, and thank you.
If you want to defend us then?
Yes, let's move on to defenders. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Kachi, who got the assist for Mainz in a win against Dortmund. You know what? I'm not going to bore you with any more stats. He 3-1 win against Dortmund, big team, for Mainz, an assist from left back, solid.
Cool. I've gone for Van der Haar, Davidson Van der Haar. Played for as well. Got a goal and an assist. At right back, goal and assist.
And that's
at right
Peck.
back.
That's Peck's volley against future Fortuna Sittard. Right. Okay. Cool.
Who's it, me?
Yeah.
You can be, yeah, it can
Well, yeah, I've got it here. Is El Shaarawy playing at left back? Scored.
He's playing left wing back. Yeah.
I'm loving the vibes of that.
Fair.
Actually.
And honestly, it's El Shaarawy, guys. Come on, like
It
it's
is
cool.
El Shaarawy.
Scored a brace, like
Yeah.
he just vibes, bro. He scored a brace against Bologna from left.
Fair.
Yeah. But I have What else do you? Let me look.
I
Fair
feel like
enough.
it's more. It's a stretch to put him in defence. I can't lie.
Is it a stretch?
What depends
He's more of a
depends on the
left mid.
Okay.
formation.
Do you want me to pick someone else then?
I mean,
It's a 3-4.
I can. Okay, go to
Yeah.
Tom. I'll pick someone else based on looking.
Thomas Araujo.
yeah.
He got an assist from centre back, most passes, 5 recoveries
Okay, I found
against Porto in a 4-1 win against Benfica.
Why about you used to tell me not to use stats as well?
No, I just listened
Yeah,
to
he's
the most
listening to what
important
he
ones.
It's,
Bang.
it's time to watch the football, mate.
Mate, mate, he had a
Yeah,
phenomenal
yes.
game. Fuck
If you
off.
say
Yeah.
so with the stats.
I've gone for
I listed the 3 most important stats and moved on.
literally, it's what I did.
It's just bang, bang, bang,
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
That's the difference. You just sit there and go, yes, he's done this, he's done this, he's done this, he's done this.
I've caught a big one. Hey.
No, you're just an idiot. Let's go.
I've gone for Juanpe of Girona, 1-0 away win against Getafe, made 12 clearances, 4 out of 5 ground duels, 3 out of 5 aerial duels. All in all, solid performance.
Okay.
Performance.
I found my replacement.
Cool.
Gabriele Zappa played right back for Cagliari. Scored a brace against AC Milan.
Wow. Fair.
Got 6 recoveries, 2 interceptions, and yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
I feel like I'm still voting for that.
I'm gonna vote for Dan
I'm
then.
gonna vote
That's
for Dan.
yeah.
Right. Can't vote for myself, so
Fair.
Thank you.
Yours is very good though.
Yeah, it is.
Cool. Let's move into midfield.
Right. Who wants to go?
Oh, I've got a good one. There we go. Let's go with Lloyd.
Okay, Vinicius Junior.
That's fair enough.
As a midfielder.
Forward, no.
As a midfielder.
No, because we've done this before. We have put wingers in midfield. To be fair,
Have we not put wingers in attack as
no,
well?
we put it in both.
I think
It's
it's just up
50-50.
for debate which
Yeah.
one you want to put in. It depends if you have
If you have a better striker, then fair enough, you can put it.
Yeah.
What I would.
Well, I mean, I could if you want me to change.
No, it's
Well,
fine.
here's what I'm
I'm
thinking
okay
about.
with it, mate. I'm okay with it.
If you look at El Shaarawy, he is 100% a midfielder because he's covering. He's not just in the attacking third. If you look at Vinicius, he is basically a striker playing on the left wing.
Let's just allow it.
We've done it before.
We've done it before.
Okay, we need to.
I did it with Bakayoko
We need to
when
have
he
a
scored
think
4,
about this from
so-
next week onwards.
Yeah.
But this week we'll allow it.
Yeah, well, he scored a hat-trick at home against Osasuna. who are
Okay,
the
I
first
vote Lloyd.
side. No, everyone else is, and Osasuna are 5th place as well.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
Oh,
this
fair enough.
is a big game.
Justification, right? Love it. Tom.
I've gone for Morita. Goal and assist for Sporting, away to Braga, who are obviously a very good side. And also, like, bear in mind they were losing at half time.
Yeah.
All these goals came second half. I could put Di Maria in the midfield thing, but he's got.
Yeah, you might as well say that.
It depends.
We are bringing this up now.
No.
We've
I
been
put
using-
Morita
using
Morita
this.
anyway.
We've been
I
doing this.
I did have
Depends
Di
who he's
Maria as
got.
my
I don't know who
attack.
he's got as his forward.
To be fair, I did watch that Sporting game and he was incredible.
He was unbelievable.
Brilliant.
Like
so,
he ran that midfield.
Yeah.
Ran it.
Agreed.
My player is Rafael Leao. Scored a brace against Cagliari and was man of the match for AC Milan, even though they drew. But other than that, he created another chance. But other than that,
Yep. I've gone for Patrick Arneson. He's playing at CDM, 1-0 win to Utrecht. Scored the only goal of the game. Kept them in second place. Good position to be in. Probably not as good as Vinny, but as CDM, you know.
Slapping my arm. I'm going to swing it back in the back here because there's no room to put my arm anywhere. But
as the CDM, got the goal to win the game.
cool. Is it me? Is it?
Yep.
Right. Cool. So I was gonna. My producer did tell me to put Florian Wirtz in here, but he dropped points to Bochum, so I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. So I'm going to go with his pre-gen, the person who came before him, who was the same player, in Nadim Amari, who obviously was part of that Mainz team, who won at Dortmund. He was man of the match. He didn't get any assists, unfortunately, but he was their best kind of creator with 89% pass accuracy, 5 chances created, 3 of them big chances as well. One dribble, 14 passes into the final third, and 6 accurate crosses as well. So just a solid performance from central midfield.
I hope they heard that. Yeah,
You see what
I've
we
only
mean
got
by-
one.
that was like 7 stats.
Do you see what we mean by you ramble on about the
That was
stats?
7
There was like
stats.
7-8 stats there.
Yeah, the key stats.
That wasn't the key stat.
No.
Crossing accuracy is a key stat here.
Yes. Pep
Fine,
loves a
I'm
cross.
going Lloyd. Vinny, yeah.
Vinny.
He's won it.
For love of Christ. We need to change those rules from next week onwards. I swear to God. Right, Lloyd gets a point, and let's move into the attackers. I know. Who wants to go first with the attackers? Who's got a good one?
I've got Di Maria.
Yeah.
Go on then. You've already said yours. I might as well get it out of the way.
So, 2 goals against Porto in a massive game, which they needed to win, and 9.2 rating on form of like.
Fair
And
enough.
also watching the highlights, he cooked his opposite man. I
Yeah.
mean, like cooked. It was not very nice. It was not very nice.
I'm going to stick with the Zvo vibe because they had the best game of the week. Going to go with Mbayo, 2 goals, 3 shots on target out of 3. Just good. As I said, good win for the whole team. Everyone played well. Literally, I could have picked a player for every position.
Yeah.
But 2 goals in a 3-1 win, was solid throughout the game. The defenders couldn't keep up with him.
Sick.
Go on, Dan.
Moise Kean is my guy. Got a hat trick for Fiorentina in a 3-1 win, which brings it up to second in the league against Hellas Verona. Hellas Verona. I said this is to bring Fiorentina into second in the league, a division they've never won in I don't know how many years. So, yeah, and I think it's just an impressive game from Moise Kean, who created 2 big chances, should have got an assist, and was player of the match.
Nice, cool.
I will go with the Egyptian king, Omar Marouche. Goal and assist against Champions League Stuttgart. got 6 out of his 8 dribbles accurate. And also, I thought this was quite surprising. He won 12 out of 16 ground duels. So not only is he doing the creative work, he's also one of their best defensive players from the front. It's pretty good for a forward.
Yeah, for a striker.
And like I say, against a strong team who were in the Champions League in Stuttgart, I think that's a really solid performance from him.
Is he playing up front? Just a quick question. Is
He's
he playing
pla-
up front or is he playing on...
He's
out
TK is the striker. He's playing as like a left attacking mid.
wide? Okay, fair enough. And Lloyd?
Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He was so done with Vinny. He was like...
yeah, I got a point. No, mine is Julian Alvarez scored 1 goal away from home against Mallorca.
Is that the best one for?
It's the best one.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a
Strikers
poor
are
week for
You
stinker.
forwards.
didn't say Vinny for the strikers, bro.
Yeah.
You would have won the strikers as well. You
Yeah.
could have
No,
gone
you
for the
wouldn't.
midfield.
I got a hat trick as well. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah,
You
so
get a hat
Moise-
trick?
Yeah, Moise
Yeah.
Kean- I literally
And
said you got a hat
used
trick,
he used to
bro.
play for Hellas
Thank
Verona
God
too.
for that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
against his
I
form,
think-
against one of his former teams.
I think I have to go down.
I'm going to go Tom because it's against... Look at the opposition it's against.
Yeah.
2 goals.
Porto, who are ahead of them in the league.
But it's what it means
Yeah.
to Fiorentina as well, bro.
No, I get
Second
that.
in the league.
I get that, but Benfica as well, the fact that they destroyed him and he was I watched
Is
the game as
Porto
well, he
even
was
a
crucial.
Champions League team this year?
I don't think
I
so.
want to say it
Neither
doesn't.
is your team.
Yeah.
Huh?
Neither does the team
So,
in your face.
and I got 3 goals from Moise Kean. That's all I'm
So
saying.
I think I'm gonna go Di Maria for this. Lloyd?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Tom. I think.
I'm going Dan.
What? How is
So
it?
you just.
So it's Dan. Dan's
So it's
got
2
a
and
tie.
2. It's 2 and
Yeah.
2.
Who's Dan vote for?
Well, Dan doesn't
Who's
vote.
the other-
If Dan votes for someone else, then
Well, it doesn't make a difference. It's going to be 2-2.
and then if Dan votes for one of us.
Marmouche.
Depends who.
Yeah. So you're
Thank you.
still on 2 and 2.
We'll have to,
Yeah.
So we're gonna need a
we'll have
producer.
to ask
Right.
Lily.
Producer Lily or Matthew, whoever's there.
Matthew.
Anyone? Hello. I'm under the water. Yeah, sorry.
Right,
We
so-
need to decide.
The decider for the attackers, it is either
Angel Di Maria.
or
Moise Kean.
Moise Kean got a hat trick. Di Maria got 2 goals against Porto.
Against Porto to win 4-1.
Porto's not in the Champions League, by the way.
His was against.
Hellas Verona.
Di Maria's won it.
Di Maria's won it.
Di Maria's won it.
I need to train you better.
Yeah. Di Maria's
Bro,
won it.
I still think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sorry, as he said behind the camera, it's a big game.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah.
he
It's
did
a
cook.
big game of Fiorentina, bro. They're second in the league now.
It's against Porto, like the other biggest, well, one of the other biggest clubs
All right.
in the league. In the league.
It's time to move on to our quiz section, everybody. Sorry to cut it short. And guess whose week it is?
It's yours,
Guess.
isn't it?
Stop
Your
interrupting my things. For the love of Christ, I'll get to it. Guess whose week it is?
Your week again?
It's my week. I have the questions. So bear with us. We'll just grab the whiteboards and let's get into the quiz. Welcome back to the Purple Show quiz. Ooh. I am your host this week.
that was shocking.
Do you remember when I used to do this in a suit as well? I used to probably put effort in.
Go
Man.
for it, mate.
We need to start doing that again.
I don't get that treatment anymore. What's going on?
You weren't here for that
Exactly
treatment.
my
You
point.
missed
I
that
don't get the
treatment.
Come on.
Well, next time it's you. You put a suit on.
Okay, cool.
Cool. I've got 3 questions for you. I'm gonna sit up a little bit because I can't show you the answers. So we'll just get straight into it. We'll start off with a reasonably easy one. The current Wolfsburg manager, Hasenhüttl. What Prem club did he manage?
Oh, I do know this as well. Oh.
It's quite an easy one, if I'm being honest.
I think is it current Premier League team?
Yes.
Oh, I know.
My handwriting is absolutely shambles.
Wait a minute, sorry. Oh, give me 2 seconds. Sorry,
We'll take him back in a heartbeat.
I can't spell.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, sorry.
What the hell have
Why
you
are
just
you
done?
doing that?
Oh no.
Well, he's gonna write down the answer.
No, I'm
You didn't
sorry.
know it.
Okay.
Sorry, I
To
didn't
be
realise.
fair, I was gonna write a different team, but
Oh no, sorry guys.
yeah, you can't actually see that.
Southampton.
Sorry,
Whee.
I realised. Sorry, man.
Okay, so I'm going to have a word with the producer about this because the second question is quite easy as well.
Yay.
Who has the most goal involvements this season?
Goal involvements. Hold on a minute.
Unless you're tricking us with that.
That's what I suddenly thought.
No.
Do you want to change your answer?
Yeah, see.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you want to change your answer?
I'm looking to
I'm
stick.
violently confident.
I'm gonna
I
stick.
really-
I didn't mention this earlier, actually.
I'm
I
violently
swear he said.
confident.
I swear he said.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
said-
Yeah.
I said
Let's do
something,
it.
though.
Surely.
3, 2, 1.
Marmouche.
Marmouche.
It's Marmouche.
We mentioned it earlier.
Yeah,
I thought it was easy, but okay.
No, I thought
Make
you
a note of
said
your
that
points.
Kane was still
Oh.
No, as in I said earlier.
Yeah.
I think I said.
Guys,
Marmouche has
remember
the
to
most
make a note of your
contributions
points as
in
you go.
Europe right now.
Tom. Because otherwise I'll forget. Pellegrino Matarazzo has just been sacked by Hoffenheim. In the summer, he rejected an international job. Which job did he reject?
What's his name again?
we get
Pellegrino Matarazzo.
Yeah, continent.
No, because it gives it away.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I wanted this. He made this. I've had to make this harder as well because he made it ridiculously easy.
Okay.
There's only one that I've got in mind that didn't have a manager that I don't think it could be. In the summer,
3 months ago. So pretty much the end of the summer. But
3 months ago.
Ooh, no, but that was when Copa America was still around.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't think it can. Surely it can't be any of the Euro teams or Copa America teams.
okay, I'll tell you. It was after the Copa America. I'll tell you that.
So it's South American.
Yeah,
Oh. I might be wrong, but I think that might be right. Okay.
I'm gonna absolutely
Okay.
Yeah.
fucking go for it.
3, 2, 1.
I've got Uruguay.
I went Uruguay as well.
Lloyd got it.
Really?
It is the States. So he worded the question as which national job that he is from because he's American, and I don't want to give it away by telling you it's the same nation that he's from.
That was
Yeah,
a
but
terrible guess.
yeah, no fair. Because you know what it is? It's because I forgot that.
Bielsa took over.
Yeah,
but-
so Bielsa took over, but
yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was there in Copa America or not. I just didn't pay attention.
So Dan, how many points?
For the quiz part, or
Yes, just the quiz.
2.
When I ask that, it's always just the quiz.
Okay.
Tom?
1.
Tom got 1, and Lloyd?
3.
Hey,
One thing I will
smashed
say
it
as
this week.
well, I feel like whenever someone's not here, Liam, you may watch.
Yeah,
this.
Liam, you're
Yeah.
not involved.
are dead. Like you are so bad at this.
No, he was better than Keaton. Sorry.
No,
Fine, fine,
Liam for the French
Yeah.
one. He just put, I don't know every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, the other day he was like, I have no clue, and I was like, oh, that's not how it works. Put something.
So was it
Yeah.
Kean that you did mine last week?
Keane did mine and apparently fucked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that time. Yeah. I
No,
remember
I'm sorry, lads. We're gonna have to get someone else. To
Every
do it.
time
Yeah,
someone
agreed.
replaces us, it's
Yeah,
actually-
Yeah, Matt,
I
you're
trust
getting
Matt,
called
bro.
in for anything.
Yep. So I can announce that the winner of this week is Lloyd on 4 points. So round of applause to Lloyd.
I can put out. I'll take 3 as well, given that that's how many I got literally
Yeah.
last month.
You got 3. You and Tom both got 3. Dan, you got
3, I think.
you got 3 as well.
Yeah, I got 3.
Yeah, everyone got 3 apart from me. You got 0. So that's good. I'm gonna have a really shit punishment this
Come
week,
on,
aren't
That made me
Um,
feel better.
We'll do an update on the monthly scores next
Yeah.
week because I still need to add them all up. But thank you all very much for watching. That is the end of our quiz segment and the end of the show, unfortunately. Please leave your kind of European football news in the comments below for next week. Let us know how your teams are getting on in each of the divisions. Don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe with the notifications on so you don't miss any of our future content. We'll see you next time on the network.
Ciao.